Hey guys, and this is important in reference to particulars of laws of America and history of relationships or contracts or business or anything, in reference to family law and credentials of people. This is so important in reference to the sicko activities of psychos and government people and their ways of trying to control people's lives and people's wealth and people's information. Like, I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. My parents gave me everything. It's documented. Nobody else has any status above me, the companies or property or land, no matter what. And in reference to Satellite Man trying to play dictator games, trying to play control games with their satellites, abusing me, that's why they have to get their DNA. They have to get all their credentials. The reason why, in reference to specifics of a lot of things, for why some things have to be mentioned, such as, you know, education, credentials, history, athletic ability, accomplishments, class, is because these tricksters and their lies, they always try to manipulate things to try to control a person's life. So then you got to think of all kinds of different things about your life that are different. Well, I like this product. I like that product. I went to this school. You didn't go to that school. My parents are or who my parents are, not who yours are, and I'm not your child. I'm not your slave. You don't have a right trying to play puppet games with my life. You're not above me. You don't have a right trying to violate family law of my parents and my history and family. So it's kind of like one of those things where these freaks try to control your life, or the way they've tried to control my life to try to steal things from me. Then they try to call you crazy. Then they try to call you stupid, or then they try to injure you, and then they try to claim to be that category of something to try to control your life, and they try to rip you off, or they try to steal your identity. This is why credentials and facts of information in reference to wealth or property or careers or education is very important in reference to prosecuting and arresting these people and their ways of illegally trying to control my life and them blocking me from my friends, or them blocking me from my money. Like, for instance, they'll say, "Oh, they thought you were crazy." Crazy about what? Never been crazy. Then they had an impersonator trying to steal my identity, making they probably did some crazy stuff, and then their people tried to falsely make videos to try to frame me or something like that. That's a violation of media laws. Their activities, whoever these people are. But them blocking me, or them trying to impersonate me on phone calls where they've tried to steal my identity and they've slandered my character, or their activities of their people doing these things. Or them trying to ruin relationships with friends or girlfriends or something. That's why, in reference to DNA information, it's important, and class of people and credentials, to find out specifics about who these people think they are, to prosecute them, or to have them arrested and prosecuted for trying to control my life. Like, who are they? What's your DNA? Oh, you went to the same schools. You thought you were above me. You thought I was your child. I'm not your child. I'm not your plaything, Mr. Government Man, or whoever you are. You're not my accountant. You're violating accounting laws, stealing my money. You're violating accounts that my parents had set up for me. You're blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. You have no say so. And that sounded like man tried to say things like he thought the rich life was too good for you, or you being rich he thought was too good for you. I was born in a rich family. And who are you to make this kind of assessment to try to steal my money and my family history and my identity? You guys understand this information? It's documented. So, in reference to these people trying to play these tricks, they need to go to court. And this is very important in reference to stopping their intrusiveness, stopping their ways of trying to slander my character, stopping them from trying to control my life. And then they'll make up something stupid like, oh, you slandered your own character bad enough, huh? I've never done nothing criminal. I'm not a criminal. I was born with royal diplomatic immunity, too. And who are you to try to slander my character? And I was born with American royal diplomatic immunity, too. So who are you? And it's in the media. Doesn't it say that? Doesn't it say that information in the royal protocol in the media? It's a documentation of who I am, who my parents are, what I'm the owner of, what my status is forever. It's a birth status. You know, in reference to criminals and government trying to control a person's life, people trying to manipulate, or there are people trying to steal my freedom or my mother and father's properties or my grandparents' properties, or them trying to steal my family name. Who are they? Get their credentials, get them in court, get their DNA, find out who they think they are. This is America, the land of the free, the independence, Declaration of Independence. You know, there's all kinds of things of information, such as the Constitution, too, and court laws. And these people trying to make up fabrications to try to control a person's life, no, their people need to go to court.